Tom Jones, born Thomas John Woodward on June 7, 1940, in Pontypridd, South Wales, came from humble beginnings in a working-class family. His early years were filled with challenges, including a battle with tuberculosis that kept him bedridden for much of his childhood. Despite these hardships, his love for music was unwavering. At a young age, he discovered his powerful baritone voice, which quickly became his defining feature. Tom began performing at family gatherings and local clubs, where he began to garner attention for his stage presence and vocal abilities. At 15, after marrying his teenage sweetheart Melinda Trenchard, he left school to work various manual labor jobs to support his young family. Throughout these struggles, his passion for music remained a constant driving force, eventually leading him to a career that would define his life. Breakthrough. Success with It's Not Unusual. Tom Jones's rise to fame began in 1965 with the release of his breakout single, It's Not Unusual. The song's catchy melody, infectious rhythm, and Tom's soulful, powerful vocals immediately struck a chord with listeners around the world. The song's success catapulted him into international stardom, marking the beginning of a remarkable career. Over the next few years, Tom would release a string of hit songs, including Delilah, Green, Green Grass of Home, What's New Pussycat, and She's a Lady, each of which became chart-topping classics. His ability to convey emotion through his music and his bold, charismatic performances earned him a place in the hearts of fans across the globe. The 1960s and 1970s would prove to be the decades that solidified Tom Jones as a pop culture icon. The electrifying stage presence. Tom Jones's reputation as an electrifying live performer only grew during the 1960s and 1970s. Known for his high-energy stage presence and charismatic appeal, he became one of the most captivating entertainers of his generation. His signature moves, including his infamous hip thrusts and soulful delivery, made his concerts unforgettable experiences. Jones's performances often had a sensual charisma that drew crowds of all ages, many of whom would toss their underwear onto the stage in admiration. His Las Vegas residencies were particularly legendary, attracting a mix of celebrities, dignitaries, and enthusiastic fans. Tom's unique ability to command the stage and connect with his audience made him a fixture of popular music, and his live shows continued to be a defining aspect of his career for decades. Musical versatility and expanding boundaries. Throughout his career, Tom Jones proved to be a true musical chameleon, never content to remain in one genre. While he first gained fame in pop music, he was not limited to this style. Jones's career included successful ventures into soul, R&B, gospel, country, and even rock. His collaborations with iconic artists like Janis Joplin, Aretha Franklin, and later Jack White and Wyclef Jean showcased his versatility and willingness to experiment with new sounds. His 1988 collaboration with Art of Noise on a reimagining of Prince's Kiss introduced him to a younger audience, proving that his appeal was ageless. Jones's ability to evolve with the times while maintaining his core musical identity has contributed to his long-lasting success and relevance in the ever-changing world of entertainment. Moving on after Linda's passing. After Linda's death, Tom Jones made the difficult decision to sell their longtime home in Los Angeles, choosing to relocate back to the UK. He settled into a smaller apartment in London, honoring Linda's final wish and beginning a new chapter in his life. The move represented a shift in Tom's perspective, both personally and professionally, as he began to reflect on the cost of fame and the legacy he wanted to leave behind. The change also signified Tom's deeper introspection as he confronted his own mortality and the passing of a major figure in his life. Despite his immense success, Tom has always remained aware of the human side of fame, the relationships, struggles, and personal losses that accompany such a public life. His honesty about these changes reflects his growth as an artist and individual, a prolific and controversial love life. In his prime, Tom Jones was known for his intense charisma and sexual appeal, leading to a whirlwind of high-profile romantic relationships. He candidly admitted to his numerous affairs, claiming that he had slept with as many as 250 women per year during the height of his career. Some of his most notable relationships were with famous women such as Mary Wilson of the Supremes and actress Charlotte Laws. Despite the glamorous side of his love life, there were darker, more controversial moments, including his brief affair with model Catherine Berkery, which resulted in a child. For years, Tom denied the paternity of Berkery's son, Jonathan, but eventually admitted to being the father in 2008. The strained relationship with Jonathan remained distant, despite the public acknowledgement, highlighting the emotional complexities of his personal life. Friendship with Elvis Presley. One of the most significant relationships in Tom Jones's life was his friendship with Elvis Presley. Their paths first crossed in the mid-1960s at the height of both their careers. What began as mutual admiration quickly blossomed into a deep personal friendship. Jones remembers their first meeting fondly, with Elvis immediately grinning and singing one of Tom's songs back to him. Over the years, they bonded over shared experiences of fame and their working-class backgrounds, often spending private time together discussing their struggles and dreams. However, as Elvis's health declined, Tom watched helplessly as his friend spiraled, battling addiction and the overwhelming pressures of fame. Tom admits to feeling guilty for not pushing harder to help Elvis, though he respected his friend's pride and independence. Their last meeting in 1976 was a sad moment for Tom, as Elvis seemed a shadow of the man he had once been. Elvis's decline and Tom's regret. Tom Jones has openly discussed his regret about not intervening more in Elvis Presley's declining health. He recalls how Elvis, surrounded by enablers, refused to acknowledge the need for help, dismissing Tom's concern with a joke and a wink. The weight of watching his friend struggle without being able to offer real help has remained one of Tom's greatest regrets. Elvis's death in 1977 was a devastating blow to Tom, who canceled a show to grieve privately. For Tom, Elvis was more than just a fellow musician. He was a brother, and losing him was like losing a part of himself. Over the years, Tom has sought to shed light on the struggles behind the public image of Elvis, hoping to raise awareness of the hidden burdens of fame. This honesty about Elvis's life and death has been part of Tom's effort to leave a legacy of truth, recognizing the complexity of human experience. Leaving a legacy of truth now, at 85 years old, Tom Jones continues to perform with vigor, channeling his deep understanding of fame and its consequences into every note. He has become more reflective in his later years, embracing the truth about his past and the relationships that shaped his life. The loss of Elvis, along with other personal challenges, has deepened his appreciation for honesty and authenticity. In his music and in his interviews, Tom emphasizes the importance of leaving a legacy grounded in truth. He now shares his experiences with a candidness that allows fans to see the man behind the legend, someone who, despite his fame and success, has faced the same struggles as many others. Tom's journey is a testament to resilience, the enduring power of music, and the truth that fame, while alluring, cannot shield one from life's trials